Daily sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Kansas City Chiefs. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Play fake. Winston. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy. Maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. 8 yards to go on second down. Working out of the gun. Winston. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL than just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return, and it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. That's out quickly to Bateman. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road? All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 49 yards. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2? Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
On 1st down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back.
And Winston lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 61 yards. And the Chiefs lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0.
Chiefs 14, Raiders 0.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
I can't believe they even let you play.
A give running right is Chubb. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Jameis to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Michael Gallup there to make the grab. And the Raiders are back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
To throw on 3rd and 1. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Winston now to throw on 1st down. That's caught left side by the tight end Boyle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. To throw is Winston. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll throw again. Winston. That's caught by Waller out left side. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Nick Chubb stops short. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mahomes now to throw.
He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 45-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now here's Mahomes.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively. And it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. To throw on 2nd and 10, Mahomes.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Mullen.
And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL.
Winston's throw taken in by Landry.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. Touchdown Raiders! Darren Waller, 49 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Now, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Mahomes now on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, an even 90 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
2nd and 10.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. From the gun, Winston. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like...
Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time, but it'll be second down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. On play action, Winston. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Jameis now on first down. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From the red zone now, Winston. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Here's second and 10.
Jameis again. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Winston. Flushed out right. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Carlson now to add the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. That's complete, left side to Bateman. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. On play action, it's Mahomes. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson on for the PAT. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes fighting a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And some room to work. Ooh, the juke. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 61 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Winston's throw complete here to Waller. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Throwing, Winston. That's going to be caught by Pitts. Past the 20. Touchdown. A great effort there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have moved out in front. That's quarterback crossing up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. That is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
55 rushing yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Chiefs have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Butker is on target,
and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
36-yard line.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Here's Winston. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action now. Winston under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Zaven Collins, his second sack of the night. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Winston's throw taken in by Edwards.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On third down, Winston.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Chiefs on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Nick Chubb there to make the grab. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Carson up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And going deep for Hill. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Raiders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Following the interception, Winston. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 4th down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Carlson able to put this one through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And now here's a carry heading left. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 84 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Right back to him on first down. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Mahomes
Receivers have got him. Corey Littleton in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
They were trying to set up a screen there, but that one just too slow in developing.
Yeah, too slow in developing and well read, because that ends up being a